Hello guys! So today in this video we are going to discuss about the Ncert solutions for class 7 Civics Social Science Chapter 2 Role of the Government in Health. So let's start. Question number 1. In this chapter you have read that health is a wider concept than illness. Observe this quote from the Constitution and explain the terms. Living standard and public health in your own words. An important aspect of the Constitution says it is the duty of the state to raise the level of nutrition and the standard of living and to improve public health. Solution. Living standard is defined as an individual's level of living with regards to wealth, comfort, material goods, and in this context, health. Living in excellent hygienic conditions are a good indicator of high the living standard of an individual or the nation in general is. On the contrary, the lower the hygiene standards, the lower the living standards. An example of a low living standard is staying in dirty surroundings and consuming unhygienic food. Public health is defined as the science of protecting and improving the general health of the general population through education, policy making and research on disease and injury prevention. Indicators such as mortality rate, birth rate, nutrition index, etc. are used to measure how good or bad public health is for a given population. What are the different ways through which the government can take steps to provide health care to all? Discuss. Solution. The government can take the following steps in providing basic health care to its citizens. First point, as in the case of the Kerala government, state governments can empower local panchayats by funding them, in the process making them a self-reliant healthcare unit. Second point is governments can lay emphasis on imparting education regarding healthcare to the local populace, such as healthy habits and the benefits of a healthy lifestyle, by providing sanitation, safe drinking water, sanitation and nutrition. Here it is written sanitation 2 times, you can also cut it. And the fourth point is organization of free health checkups on a monthly basis will also play a critical role. What differences do you find between private and public healthcare services in your area? Use the following table to compare and contrast these. So firstly, it is given a table in which in the first row it is written like facility, private, public, and in the first column it is written like facility, cost of services, and availability of service. So let's see the solution. The solution is first private. In the cost of services, it would be high and very expensive, and in the availability of service, everything is available but at a high cost. In public, cost of services either free or at a subsidized cost, and in the availability of service, there is always a rush at the public hospitals. Even though basic services are available, they are inadequate for the large number of patients visiting such hospitals. Question number 4. Improvement in water and sanitation can control many diseases. Explain with the help of example. So in this question you have to explain this term given in the question briefly. Solution. Poor quality of water leads to a rise in many communicable diseases like cholera, typhoid, and jaundice. In addition to that, the sources of such poor quality of water often act as a breeding ground for parasites and insects. Particularly, stagnant water can cause mosquitoes to breed, which are the agents of chikungunya, dengue, malaria, eliminating etc. Eliminating these breeding grounds for parasites will prove crucial in improving the health conditions of the populace living nearby. For example, let's consider the recent outbreak of dengue that happened in the city. Negligence on the part of the civic authorities in maintaining the canals and lakes leads to a surge in dengue and malaria cases across the city. Mosquito larvae need stagnant water to grow. Stagnant means एक जगह ठहरा हुआ पानी. Due to pollution and faulty waste management practices, these canals and lakes had turned into an ideal breeding ground for mosquitoes. It was only after draining the canals and cleaning the lakes with the help of sewage treatment plants and solvents the outbreak was contained. So these were the questions that were given in your chapter 2 exercise. So this much for today. If you have any doubt regarding this chapter or any of the question, so feel free to ask in the comment section. So this much for today. Meet in our next video. Till then, bye bye and keep learning.